Good morning, gang. Happy Saturday morning. Yes, I'm back. Okay. Sorry, there was nothing Thursday afternoon, nothing all day yesterday. I had some very pressing personal issues that I had to take care of. A bunch of you guys emailed me. I posted something on the community board. We're fine. Everything's good. Just sometimes there's stuff that's more important than doing a YouTube video. Uh, this morning, I want to get into something. Again, something that you don't read in the American media. Why? Oh, it's not important. They know that stuff. Remember 4 or 5 years ago, look, we could even go all the way back to 2016. Trump's going to get us in World War III, yada, 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 right? Remember all that crap? Remind me again how many wars we had during the Trump presidency. That would be a big fat zero. Okay. We were getting out of ones that the previous idiots put us in, and we got out of those. Yeah, there's that part. Anybody been to the gas station lately? Gas prices are down, right? Thanks, Joe, right? Look, remember Joe, the president doesn't have control over gas prices going up. Prices come down. Look at me, look what I did. Yet I brought him down. Okay, again, typical. You can remember all that. How about that southern border? That's still doing wonderful, right? Borders don't mean anything anymore, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's put all those together. Since 2021, when the current potato took office, we have borders not meaning anything on Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, California. Borders non-existent. Russia saw this and said, hey, you know what? Borders don't mean anything between us and Ukraine. We can go in there and start a war. The Palestinians said, hey, borders don't mean anything. We're just going to take over all this part of this country. Doesn't mean anything, right? And of course, Joe's got his hand in both of those, because if it wasn't for Joe's incompetence, policies, globalist ideas, idiocity, those probably wouldn't be going on. Or certainly we wouldn't be paying for them. But let's look at the latest one. You ever hear about the new war that's coming up? Yeah, surprise. The reason oil prices are down, gas prices are down, is now that Biden has finished depleting the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, we had to get oil from somewhere. Middle East wasn't exactly real friendly with this at the moment. Can't get it from Russia. So, hey, let's go to that other great oil-producing democracy, Venezuela and Nicolas Maduro, right? There's somebody that's a friend. So remember, Biden made a deal with Venezuela to buy a couple 100,000 barrels of oil from Venezuela and put it into the U.S. economy, and it brought gas prices down a little bit. Nothing significant. We're still $1 more than we were than when Biden took office. So, gas prices are still up, what, 50%, pretty close, 40%, 50% since Biden took office. But, hey, I brought prices down, like I brought inflation down or anything like that. Joe, tell me when you bring taxes down, then we'll talk. Okay. Now, so Maduro had an epiphany the other day and said, hey, if the U.S. doesn't care about borders and the U.S. wants oil from me, maybe I'll just go annex, red, invade, and attack, okay, neighboring Guyana and all their oil-rich land that is the western half of Guyana, off the eastern border of Venezuela. So tomorrow, Maduro is going to officially annex it. Okay. Now we'll give you be like Mexico coming up and saying, tomorrow we're annexing Texas. Does it mean anything? No, because Texas isn't going to recognize Mexican rule, or wouldn't. And the U.S. certainly isn't going to go, nah, okay, fine, take it. Pretty much what Guyana's doing. So Guyana's going to be like, nope, sorry, you're not taking that land. You have people on our land. That's an invasion. What does that lead to? That leads to, gee, what was that phrase that they loved to use during the Bush administration? A war for oil? No, say it ain't so, Democrats. Something you bitched about for a couple of decades. Now you're going to go do yourself to save Joe. Why is anybody worried about saving Joe? Put Joe out to pasture already, okay? He has 0 successes. None, okay? You cannot name, don't listen to this crap. I created 12 million, 14 million jobs, 12 million jobs, whatever it would be. No, we've actually lost, people have lost careers to have to take menial jobs. That's not progress. Oh, but so many small businesses, and I explained that one before, when you have 50 million businesses close and you say, I got 12 million new ones, babysitters and garage sales getting tax ID numbers so they can use PayPal. No, that's not creating jobs. And don't give me the, gee, the economy's better or the crime is better or gee, anything like that. Okay, Joe, you have 0 successes and everybody knows it. There's still enough idiots out there who think you're a good president just because they either don't know how to read or don't know how to think. But then again, I've just described about 90% of the liberal base. So this is what we've got to look forward to. This is what we're going to be hearing about next. Now, whether or not Venezuela goes through with it, how far they do, but this is their plan. And this is scheduled for tomorrow to annex Guyana, or part of it at least. Then what happens? Maduro's got Biden by the balls. He's got him over a barrel. You want oil from me? Leave me alone. And what's Biden's thoughts? Well, if oil prices start going back up, my polling numbers are going to keep going down. So I can't do that. So because of Biden's narcissism, the entire administration's narcissism, and because of the fact he's probably one of the weakest presidents in the history of the United States, we have little pissant groups like Ukraine, like the Palestinians, and like Venezuela dictating what's going to happen to the United States. You wonder why gold hit an all-time high yesterday, okay? Don't tell me this doesn't have something to do with it. The rest of the world is very quick, and tell me China's not looking at this either. The rest of the world is very quietly, but actively telling the U.S., you don't matter anymore, okay? That's the effective leadership we have at this point. Hopefully things turn around in about 13 months when we put somebody that's competent in the White House. You know, personally, I can only think of one person that is, okay? And it ain't a Democrat, okay? Any of them. But this is what we have to look forward to, guys. We potentially have another war that we probably won't send troops to, but you can guarantee your tax dollars are going to go there. But which side? Are we going to help Venezuela do this because it's in Joe's best interest? Or are we going to help Guyana because that's the right thing to do? Remember, Democrats don't do the right thing to do. They do the right thing for themselves, and screw you. Pinball out.